Hello traders, the title of the video is Indices Trading Like a Pro. Learn how to trade the French CAC 40 index more precisely. Alright, so we are looking at the CAC 40 that represents the stock index that represents the 40 blue chip French stocks. All right, so this is the first time I'm recording a video about the CAC 40. It is the French stock index representing the 40 blue chip stocks in France. All right. We want to talk about indices, trading like a pro, learn how to trade the French stock, the French CAC 40 index more precisely. I'm on a monthly chart. We can see that the CAC 40 index, went up from here in 1995, start going up in 2000, like the FTSE 100, the CAC 40 found a resistance there, and came down a big time. So there was a trend in first, a bullish trend, followed by a correction. That correction brought the CAC 40 in the zone of 78% Fibonacci retracement. That's a huge correction, all right, 78% discounted, all right. After that, the stock went up a bit, all right, it went up here. If we apply Fibonacci retracement to the pullback here, of the move from here to here, it went up to 78% again one more time. So this is what we call a harmonic movement. So this is what I was talking to traders. The title of that video of confidential, something to do with strictly confidential, Fibonacci trading. You remember that video at dayprotraders.com, at dayprotrader YouTube channel, strictly confidential Fibonacci trading. So we know that some financial instrument will almost very often, exhibit the same retracement. So you can see here that after the bullish trend, it went down to 78% level. Now again, after this down move, it retraces up to 78% level. Alright, this is about that video that I posted at Day Pro Trader YouTube channel, talking about strictly confidential, Fibonacci trading, looking at the characteristic of the financial instrument that we are trading, looking at the behavior, a pattern that has been established for the CAC 40. We can see that after the bullish trend, there was a 70% retracement. Now again, after this down move, it's again a 70%, 78% Fibonacci retracement. Some stock will almost very often pull back to the same Fibonacci retracement level. So let's go back to our main topic today, talking about indices trading like a pro. Learn how to trade the French CAC 40 index more precisely. We can see that the stock went up, there was a bullish trend followed by a correction. That correction is a triangle. For traders who understand clearly the area wave triangle, we have what we call the A, this is the A, this is the B, this is the C, this is the D, and this is the E. This is what we call the A, B, C, D, E Elliott wave triangle. I will be posting a video at 24 Elliott waves YouTube channel, and we will be discussing more the Elliott wave patterns of the CAC 40. So after the trading phase, we see a correction in the form of a triangle. What I say to traders, whenever you have a triangle, do not worry too much about the price structure. Just think of it as a triangle. Focus on the triangle. So the triangles mean anything is possible. So we are giving priority to bullish signal above the triangle, and we are ready to sell below the triangle. Normally, okay, the general belief is that if we have a bullish trend and we have a triangle, there is a high chance that the price will break above the triangle. But my recommendation to traders is that anytime we see a triangle, I'm speaking to new traders, is that we must assume that anything is possible. All right? That's the best approach. If it goes above the triangle and finds support, we give priority to bullish signal. If it goes below the triangle and finds resistance, we give priority to bearish signal. Here we have a clean cut A, B, C, D, E. Area with triangle. Now the price breaks above the triangle. Therefore, we will be giving priority to bullish signal above the level. Here it is. See, there's the resistance there above that. Okay, a trend line. You see this trend line here. The next thing that we're going to do, apart from the triangle that I've highlighted to you, we are now above it, so we will be giving priority to bullish signal above the triangle. And if it comes back below, we give priority to bearish signal. So where we are now, we will be giving priority to bullish signal because the price breaks above the triangle, is now retesting it. We will now implement a top-down trading method to trade it. All right. So testing it on the monthly chart. That's where we are now. We can draw a line there at the retest point of that triangle. Okay, we can draw a line there. I'm going to color it now that line into dark green. Oops, it's not very clear. I'll use red instead. That's the red line on my chart. So it breaks above the triangle, it breaks above it for the first time before, all right, asking the question, what has happened before? All right, you remember the three questions that we must ask in the financial market. What has happened before? Where are we going? All right. And where are we now? So what has happened before is that people were selling on the edge of that triangle. They were selling each time the price rally up to that, okay, to the upper side of that triangle. All right. This is about answering the first question. What has happened before? Where are we now? All right. That is another question. Where are we now? We are now retesting, okay, the top of that triangle. All right. But the correct answer to where are we now is that the price is retesting this trend line here. You remember that video that I posted at the 24 digit 4 stock trader YouTube channel talking about advanced trend line trading. We project, you see the angle, you see the median line, you see this triangle, the orange triangle, we divide it into two. That's the median line of that triangle. And you can see if we measure, okay, the distance from the median line of that triangle to the upper side of the triangle, and we project it vertically. That's very important. All right, so if you don't know what we are talking about, it means that you have to go to 24 Stock Trader and watch the playlist relating to trend line trading. So we project it vertically, all right, on the same line, and then we have this point, we connect it to this point here. Allow us to draw that blue trend line. So talking about where are we now, the price has retested the edge of that blue trend line and now retesting the median line, is retesting the upper side of that orange trend line. So it went first to retest that projected trend line, all right, and it's pulled back to retest the top of that orange trend line. That's where we are now. Where are we going? Okay, the third question that we must ask to improve our technical analysis, we measure the height of that triangle, is this one high here, and we project it right here. So our bullish target is somewhere up there. Our ultimate target is very low, so it's somewhere in the uncharted territory, somewhere up there. But the midpoint target, which means we divide this measuring stick into two, our midpoint target, whenever we set the original target or initial target, our midpoint target, okay, is at okay, this level here at 6694. This is the midpoint target of our initial targets, which is somewhere up there. So if you are trading the CAC 40, the French stock index that represent the 40 blue chip stocks in France, or the midpoint target is at a 6694. The ultimate target is somewhere far up there in the uncharted territory. Alright, so we have answered the 3 questions. What has happened before? They are selling on the edge of the upper line of that triangle. Where are we now? The price is retesting, it breaks a bow and is retesting the upper line of that triangle. Where are we heading? We are heading to the midpoint target, 6694, ultimate target at the uncharted territory. So we have seen A, B, C, D, E. Elliott wave traders are buying here. They bought it here. So those who bought it here are Elliott wave traders that understand the A, B, C, D, E, okay, Elliott wave triangle. Now the price above the triangle, it breaks a bow, is retesting it now. Where are we heading? The midpoint target is at a 6694, ultimate target in the uncharted territory. Does it mean that the price will reach the midpoint target or even the ultimate target? The correct answer is that we will see. We will see. Until that time, it's just a target, and we will see. It's not because we have the target at the midpoint target at 6.4, and the ultimate target at the uncharted territory. It does not mean that the price will definitely go up to reach those targets. The correct answer is that we will see. Will he reach it? We will see. All right. So right now, what is the next question that we must ask? The next question, after asking the first 3 questions, where are we now? Where are we headed? What has happened before? The last question that we must ask is this: what are we looking for? We are looking for high probability trading setup at a hot spot trading zone. Are we at a hot spot trading zone? Yes, we are. We are looking for a high probability trading setup at a hot spot trading zone. Why this is a hot spot trading zone? Because before, people did sell the CAC 40 in the zone of 5065. How do I know? You see here, it break below, try to go above 5065. People sold it down. See here, rally into that 5065, and people sold it now. So they did sell it there before. Again, you see in the same zone, they did sell it there. And now you see here, it break below, it found a support here before. Here again in that zone, they sold it. Now, okay, we are now retesting that level of 5065. But it is a hot spot trading zone because it is the intersection between the upper line of that orange trend line and the horizontal line. You see this horizontal line of 5065 and that upper line of our orange triangle. It constitutes a hot spot trading zone. So if you are day trading, swing trading, position trading, at this junction, we will be saying to traders, give priority to bullish signal above 5065 and priority to bearish signal below 5065. In all cases, use a top-down trading method. So we see that the CAC 40 was bullish from 1995 to 2000, and then we have a correction in the shape of A, B, C, D, E, Elliott wave triangle. Finally, Elliott wave trader bought it here, and the price breaks above the triangle, is retesting the triangle. But in order to continue to trade this CAC 40, we need to understand what is happening here. There is a target, and the midpoint target is at a 6694. The ultimate target is somewhere in the uncharted territory. At this point in time, we are saying to trader priority bullish signal above 5065 and priority bearish signal below that level. If we see a trading setup, which is here, we have a trading setup, breaks above, retest. So we will now go to the daily chart and see whether there is a signal or not at that 5065. There is no signal yet at 5065 on the daily chart. If you are swing trading using the monthly chart as a trading setup and a daily chart for the signal, we will be prepared to enter the trade on the hourly time frame. So far, my friend, there is no signal on the daily chart for swing trading purpose. So you may say to me, George, I'm a day trader. George, I'm a day trader. George, I'm a day trader. And I will say to you, what do you look for as a day trader? You are looking for the price to be at a hot spot trading zone. Before, we are now at a hot spot trading zone, prior to bullish signal above 5065. Okay, if you go, for instance, to the 2-hour time frame, looking for day trading setup, day trading setup. Oops, what have I got here? Oh, is that all I got on the 2-hour time frame? That's strange. Wow, all right. Go to the, oh my God, what's this? My apologies to traders. I'm very surprised that that's all I see on the 2-hour time frame. We have more data. Well. I will leave that one alone and I'll move on. I'll move back to my strange, really strange. All right. So the point I'm making that is for today traders that we at a hot spot trading zone, drop it down to the 2-hour time frame, see if there is a trading setup on the 2-hour time frame, and then break it down 2-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame, and the 3-minute or 5-minute for the entry. In all cases, we are now looking for a trading setup above 5065, bullish trading setup above 5065, and bearish trading setup below that level. Anytime we identify a bullish or bearish trading setup, the next step is to use what? A different time frame trading method. So you may say, George, I'm very new to your channel. I never heard about the top-down trading method, multiple time frame trading method, different time frame trading method. How do I apply that? I will say to you, YouTube search, okay, the phrase, okay, multiple time frame trading method by 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube search the title or the phrase, all right, top-down trading method by 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel, or YouTube search the phrase different time frame trading method by 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel, and you will see a playlist or a video explaining to you, or videos explaining to you what is a multiple time frame trading method. I'm speaking to new traders because traders say I'm repeating myself too much. All right, so I need to tell those traders that are following us every day. All right, thank you very much for following us. That I'm speaking to new traders. All right. So there are more to this. Apart from this, apart from the midpoint target and the ultimate target, what I recommend to traders to do is to continue. You see, we project that trend line. You see from, oops. You remember that line that we use here to project that trend line? So from the midpoint of that triangle to that top of that triangle, we measure that distance on a vertical line, and we project it on the same vertical line. Traders that have been following know how to do this already. I'm just trying to explain to new traders. All right. So we have that trend line there. We can project it one more time on the same vertical line, and we will connect the top of that projection to that intersection point, this point here. So check out a playlist at a 24 Stock Trader about trend line trading tips and tricks. So we can keep doing that by projecting that trend line, see, on the same vertical line, or I can measure, if I want to use this one here, between the midpoint, and the top of the triangle, project it on the same vertical line, bringing us to that first trend line, project it one more time, bringing us to the second trend line, and project it one more time. Okay, I can draw again another trend line, connecting the top of that projection to this intersection point. So if you don't understand what we are doing here, it means that you need to check the videos about at a 24 Stock Trader about advanced or something to do with trend lines. All right. Let's go to the intersection point, connecting the intersection point to the top of our our measuring stick. So draw those trend line on your chart and leave them there. Okay, you can use a different color. Those are resistance ahead. If the CAC 40 continue to go up, one will monitor. Those are hot spot trading zone. So we can map up our chart. You see, this is the resistance level here. We draw a horizontal line there, and we know that the intersection between the horizontal line and the trend line are hot spot trading zone. So whether we are day trading, swing trading, okay, position trading, what are we looking for? We are looking for high probability trading setup on the edge of a trend line or at a hot spot trading zone. After we have answered the first three questions, where are we now, where are we going, and what has happened before. All right, are you with me? So people did sell it here, the intersection. Again, those are hot spot trading zone. We are looking for high probability trading setup on the edge of one of those trend line and also at a hot spot trading zone. We can continue to project our target up and draw more trend line as I'm doing here, but I will stop here. All right. So this is about trading indices trading like a pro. Learn how to trade the French CAC 40 index more precisely. As you can see, the French CAC 40 was bullish from 1995 to 2000, and then we have a correction in the shape of a triangle, ABCDE, a triangle. The price now above the triangle, therefore we will give priority to bullish signal above 5065 and then priority to bearish signal below at that level. If the price is going now, we want to use the projection of the angle between the midpoint of the triangle and the upper line of the triangle projected vertically and drawing multiple or a trend line or a ray of a trend line connecting the peak of that triangle right here. All right, that's what we are doing here. All right. Whenever what are we looking for? We are looking for a trading setup at a hot spot trading zone, and once we identify a trading setup at a hot spot trading zone or on the edge, the next step is to use what we call a multiple time frame trading method, a top-down trading method, or a different time frame trading method. Right now, on the monthly chart, we have a bullish trading setup because the price breaks above the upper line of the triangle and is now retesting it. We will give priority to bullish signal above 5065. As we go from the monthly chart, we drop it down to the daily chart. We can see that there is no signal here. The price on the daily chart is just in a declining channel up to the level of 5065. Will it break above that triangle? A channel and find the support. So we are now near the level of 5065. If we drop it down to the hourly time frame, for my trading software, I don't have enough data here to show you for the hourly time frame, which is a shame really. All right. So this is about, this will conclude our discussion about indices trading like a pro. Learn how to trade the CAC 40 index more precisely. Have any question or suggestion or comment? All right, this is your time. Put in the comment section. I always read the comment. And in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If you find this video truly useful, let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you think that this is another blah blah blah, let us know by giving us the thumbs down. But if you think that this is an essential tutorial, feel free to share it on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about indices trading like a pro. Learn how to trade the French CAC 40 index more precisely. Happy trading to you all and speak to you soon.